found the note folded neatly on the coffee table, right next to a half-drunk cup of tea. The handwriting was rushed, jagged, as if written while panicking. Do not let her open her eyes. No matter what she says, no matter how much she begs. There was no signature. I looked up at the baby monitor. The screen showed Lily, fast asleep in her bed, curled up in her stuffed bear, Mr. Snuggle. Her eyes were closed. I should have left then. I was only supposed to be the backup sitter. Anna, the original babysitter, had called me 30 minutes before her shift ended. Hey, Cass, I know it's short notice, but can you finish up at the Myers place? Emergency came up. Lily's already asleep. You won't have to do anything. Just be careful. That last part should have tipped me off, but I said yes. They were offering double pay. After all, now here I was, sitting in a house I'd never been to, reading a cryptic note with babysitter's cold tea beside it. My phone buzzed. A new message from Anna. Cass, don't talk to her if she wakes up. Promise me. I tried calling back, but she didn't pick up. I stood and peeked down the hall. The baby monitor showed Lily still asleep, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd walked into something that wasn't just about babysitting. I reread the note again. No matter what she says, the wording chilled me. Around 11:27 p.m., I heard soft shuffling from the hallway. I muted the TV and held my breath. The floor creaked, then silence. I grabbed the monitor. Lily hadn't moved, but the hallway light flickered. Just a bulb issue, I told myself, until I heard it from behind the closed bedroom door. Hello, a tiny, sweet voice. Lily, awake. Can I open them now? She asked. I didn't reply. Cassie, she said again, can I please open my eyes now? How did she know my name? I hadn't told her. She'd been asleep when I arrived. I backed away from the hallway slowly. The monitor flickered. Static rolled across the screen. When it returned, Lily wasn't in her bed anymore. She was standing, facing the camera. Her head was slightly tilted. Her arms dangled at her sides. Eyes still closed. She smiled. A slow, too wide grin. Cassie, I know you're watching me. The camera feed cut to black. I ran to her room. She was standing exactly where the camera had shown, right in front of her bed, eyes shut tight, face toward the doorway, smiling. Hi, she said sweetly. Are you here to watch me? Her eyelids twitched. I swallowed. Let's go back to bed, Lily. I'm not tired, she said, then took a step forward. I'm cold. Another step. Can I open my eyes now? No, I said quickly. Keep them closed. Her head tilted further. Anna let me open them. I froze. She took another step, but she screamed after. I held the doorknob behind me tightly. I don't want to scream, Cassie, she whispered. Then don't open them, I said firmly, voice trembling. She giggled. It didn't sound like a child. It sounded hollow, wet, guttural, like someone trying to imitate a child's laugh. I got her back in bed. Eventually, she obeyed almost robotically, eyes still closed. I tucked her in and turned off the light. Before I left, she whispered, if I open them while you sleep, will you still be here? I shut the door without replying. Back in the living room, I dialed Anna again, straight to voicemail. I checked her Instagram. Last post was 3 hours ago. Caption, leaving early. Couldn't stay there anymore. I tried calling the parents. No answer. Then I looked more closely at the tea mug Anna had left. Lipstick smeared. A hair stuck to the rim. The tea was cold, but thick. Too thick. I smelled it. Not tea. Something metallic. I poured it into the sink. The water turned pink. A chill ran through me. At 1:13 a.m., Lily started singing. Through the monitor, I heard her soft voice humming some old nursery rhyme. One I didn't recognize. The lyrics didn't rhyme. They weren't even words. But behind them, I heard whispering. Not from her. From the monitor, dozens of tiny, overlapping voices. Some laughing, some weeping, and one, louder than the rest, saying, "Don't look at her eyes." I shut the monitor off, but then I heard her again, closer, right outside the living room. Cassie, I turned. She was standing in the doorway, eyes closed. Her skin was paler now, her lips blue. She reached out with both arms, groping blindly. I'm hungry. I'll make you food, I said, standing quickly. Just go sit down. I don't eat food. She smiled again, then tilted her head until her ear almost touched her shoulder. Bones cracked with emotion. I eat warm things. I didn't ask. I didn't move. I just watched her sway in place. Then her nose twitched, sniffing the air. There's something in the basement, she whispered, and walked away, back down the hall. I know that now, but something about her, something wrong, rooted me in place. I grabbed the house phone and dialed 911, but the line didn't ring, only static. Then a voice, not the dispatcher, not even human, just a rasp. She's looking now. I dropped the phone, the lights flickered, and all at once, the hallway turned dark. A cold breeze blew through the house, like something had just arrived. The baby monitor turned itself on. She was back in bed, facing the wall, eyes still shut, but her lips moved. It's hungry. I stayed awake until sunrise. Didn't blink, didn't breathe. When the parents came home, I almost cried. I ran to them, frantic. Something's wrong with Lily. I said, she's not. But they just smiled. The mother held my hands. Thank you for keeping her safe. The father nodded. Did she open her eyes? I shook my head. They both sighed in relief. Then the mother said something I'll never forget. That makes you the first. They paid me, politely, as if nothing was wrong. And I left, but before I did, the father handed me a sealed envelope. I opened in the car. Inside was a photo. Lily, sitting on the floor, next to a babysitter I didn't recognize. Eyes wide open, blood all down her face, scratches across the walls behind her, spelling one thing over and over. She's a door. I looked back at the house. Lily was standing in the window, eyes closed, smiling. Don't take babysitting jobs from strangers. And if you do, never let her open her eyes. Because when she does, something else gets to see. Something that's not supposed to be here.